found my varifocals. I'm trying to get used to them. I don't love them, and I don't like the shape of them particularly. I had to go. I don't know if you remember the varifocal fiasco at the beginning of the year, but I had to go for larger frames because my usual style of frame, which is a narrow one, did not have enough depth to make the varifocal thing work for me. So I'm getting used to myself in bigger frames. I used to wear massive frames, but of course they went out of style, didn't they? Sorry, you may hear the dogs whining in the background. I think they can hear Anthony arriving. It is Tuesday. It is 20 to 9. I am in my pyjamas still. I need to get dressed. I haven't done any work. I've sat here, just lost an hour really, just bumbling around on the interwebs as you do. Not a great deal planned for today. I think Natalie and I might be going out for lunch, although I don't know where. I need to tidy up this room. That down there is mostly recycling. That's a shocker. Got to take that away. This is some cardboard that I rescued from some stuff I was doing yesterday. I've got a box of clothing to box up and send off. But generally what's going on in this room at the moment is just untidiness. So that needs dealing with. And I should probably do some drafts at some point today. That's how Tuesday looks. It's not very interesting. It's not a thrill a minute. Unexpectedly out for breakfast with Ma. There she is. There's breakfast. Good start to the day. Well, Auntie Sue's just messaged me and pointed out that I left an unpleasant burp at the end of last week's weekly waffle. So I tend to, if I burp, I tend to then say the word edit, so that during the editing process I will remember to take that out. And somehow I managed to leave that in, so it goes horrible burp and then me going edit, and then it's still there. I'm out, so I can't do anything about that at the moment. When I get home I will edit that bit out, but for those of you who've already seen it, I apologise for my disgusting burp in last week's waffle. Natalie, somewhat amused by this.
Funny. They don't know how many times I hear it.
Mildly embarrassing. I drink a lot of Pepsi Max and I burp a lot. And yeah.
Shout out to Auntie Sue.
Shout out to Auntie Sue. Cheers, Auntie Sue. just popped in Aldi for some essentials and got caught in the middle aisle, as you do. Look at these. These are, I'm going to turn the camera around. They're like a little Le Creuset knockoff. They're tiny. They're like espresso mugs, but how cute are they? And they're definitely Le Creuset in style, definitely. And there's a whole range. So there's tiny mugs, and then there's also bigger mugs, and they're a lot cheaper than Le Creuset, I can tell you that. And then there's casserole dishes. I mean, those are gorgeous. Those are so much like Le Creuset, and so much not like Le Creuset prices. I think they're fabulous. I'm loving these. I have absolutely no need for these things, and yet I wish to buy all of them. I am loving them. I am so tempted to buy stuff I do not need. So nice. I so want it all. It's 25 to 12. Natalie is in B&M, which you can just about see behind me. Oh, there it is, look, B&M. She's gone for hair dye and I can't remember, something else. Hair dye and something else. I'm sitting in the car because I don't need to go into B&M, and if I go into B&M when I don't need to, I will spend money I do not need to spend, because that is how B&M works. So I'm sitting in the car. I'm reading this. This is the Fast 800. Which is about the Fast 800 diet as posed by Dr. Michael Mosley. Now, a couple of weeks ago I watched the television programme, I mentioned it in the waffle, when he had 5 or 6 people on a very, very low calorie controlled diet for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that, to see how much they would lose in weight. I can't remember how long it was, so I think it was 3 weeks. Anyway, I'm reading this book, it's very interesting. I'm trying to re-educate myself about how I think about food and stuff like that. Here's Natalie now. Here she comes. Been to Aldi and done a big food shop, so I'm gonna do a grocery haul when I get home, which I don't usually do, but I'm gonna do it because everything I bought is to do with my calorie control plans. So, and Natalie has bought herself 4 cans of bright pink Monster with my money. I love her very much.
Well, it was £1.50 for one.
Okay, how much was it for 4?
£3.
Put Natalie's hair dye on for earlier on and it looks lovely. Give us a swish. Give us a... That was a spin. You're not Wonder Woman. L'Oreal because I'm worth it. But yeah, it looks really, really nice. She had a very, very bright red pigment on it before and that is still showing a little bit. But it I didn't go fast enough. I was still down there. Do you want to go again? I'll try and go with you.
There's more room.
Do you want to move the bin bag out of the way?
No, I like it. It's not accurate, isn't it?
Right, so okay, Nat's going to do a proper L'Oreal swish. It does look really nice. It took 3 hair dyes to cover it. She's got a lot of hair. But yeah, it looks lovely. I'll put in a before from earlier on so you can see. It is growing, yeah. That's my plate from my dinner. I put it down on the floor a moment ago so the dogs could see it was gone. I know, realised there are a lot of people at home who go, that's disgusting, the dogs ate your plates, but I wash up in extremely hot water and that's just how it is. But I do not expect my dogs to use my plate as a pillow. I find that strange, Molly. I find that very odd. Strange dog.
So small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
I'm gonna go using my new microwave egg and bacon maker for my breakfast. So it said, remove that bit, put bacon on there. It says 1 slice folded. I've got turkey rashers. They'll fit in like that. I'm not going to bother folding it. I'm probably already doing it wrong. And then it says clip that back in. Put the lid back on. And cook for 45 seconds. It's popping like mad and it's only been in 15 seconds. That's been 30 seconds, I'm going to check on it. I'd say that was nearly done. I'm not going to do 45 seconds. I think perhaps this turkey bacon cooks quicker than an ordinary bacon's would. And then it says, crack an egg inside the egg holder, pierce eggs yolk and white numerous times. Okay. Egg holder, pierce egg and white numerous times. I'd say that was numerous. Replace lid. Back to microwave. Now it says 2 minutes 30 seconds at half power, but I can't find half power on my microwave. I can't find half power, so it's getting 30 seconds at full power and then I'll see what's happening. Just had a look, it's about half cooked, so it's gone back in for another 30 seconds. cooked enough for my liking, if I'm honest. Happy with that. That's very cooked. Not overly happy with the bacon aspect of it. But, oh, and that wasn't a huge success, look. It stayed in there and it's not coming off of here. I lost a load of my egg. Yeah, not massively impressed with the fact that it stayed in there. But, one bacon and egg muffin. It is 29 degrees. I mean, what the heck's going on? I just adjusted myself to the idea that it was autumn, and apparently we're having another summer. It's 29 degrees. It's 2 o'clock. I have just dropped off parcels at the parcel shop. I've popped in the charity shop and had a quick browse, and I'm going to go to the Wednesday afternoon car boot sale. I've got my lunch there. I'm going to try and find somewhere shady to park and eat that on the way. And yeah, see what I can find. I don't hold out great hopes of the Wednesday car boot because it's usually mainly traders rather than amateurs. But I'm at a loose end, so I'm going to go and have a look. Now, there we go, I'm here. Look at the suspension bridge in the background, look. I wonder if I can zoom in. There we go, what a nice view for a boot sale. So yeah, I'm here. Let's see if we can find some bargains. Okay, so I filmed the dogs dashing into the park, and it was my intention to sit on my plumbing. Sorry, that's Molly walking through Bags for Life like she owns the place. Was my intention to sit on my plumbing and have a bit of a chat about my day, but then one of Molly's dog friends was there with their owner, so I ended up chatting to them instead. So I went to the car boot, as you saw. It wasn't great, as I expected. It was mainly traders, but I did get a few bits which I will show you in a second. And then, because the car boot was actually on Mum's side of town, I popped in unexpected to see her, which made her happy. At least I think it made her happy. She had to turn off Escape to the Country, so it may not have made her happy at all. She may have been bloody pissed off. She said she was happy. And then I came home, walked the dogs, as you saw, and I've just made my tea, and now I sat at the computer debating whether to have a very early night. It's 7:15, maybe not that early, but I'll show you what I got at the car boot sale. So there really isn't much. I paid £3 for these Skechers. They're in really good condition on the outside. They just need, I think those insoles will come out, and if so, then I'll put the, oh no they won't. I was going to say I'd just put the insoles through the machine on their own, but they won't. But yeah, they just need a quick spruce up on the inside. They were £3 for those. £2 for this Slimming World Free Food Feasts book and the Dr. Michael Mosley 8-week blood sugar diet. I'm currently reading the Fast 800 plan. I don't know whether I'll read this or just list them together as a bundle to sell them. But you know, it might be interesting. This is one of the newer Slimming World things. It's got the Extra Easy and the SP on there, so that's one of the newer ones. So those are both to sell, not for me to keep. And then £3.50 for this jewel scarf, literally brand new in its packaging, never been worn. And she insisted that well, you must have the bag that goes with it. So I was like, okay, I'll take the bag that goes with it, which is basically a bag from Jules. And I also bought, which I'm not here on the desk, a new burr for Kaiki, which is what we call his little IKEA bears, which Molly's probably stolen and hidden from him, but that's why I have to keep buying new ones all the time. And a 50p Dumbo Disney comforter, which is minging. It is in the most disgusting state that I picked it up and nearly put it back down. I was like, no, it's a Disney comforter. You know you can sell it. Just buy the damn thing. But if I had been the stall owners, I would have been ashamed to sell it in that condition, if I'm honest. Before I went to the car boot, as I told you, I stopped in the charity shop where I bought this. This is a large, I suppose it's a handbag. It says something the weekend. It's by a company called Paper Plane, who I feel like I've heard of before. It's a really nice bag, in fact. It's got, nice little pockets. It was £8, which is a bit more than I would usually pay. And I don't know whether I'll sell it on or not, but I do like it. I do. It's not actually big enough for a weekend bag, unless you're the kind of person who just goes away with a pair of pants and a toothbrush. But I also bought a Harry Potter DVD for bundling, and the lady insisted I got 2 more. So it's £3 for £1 on books and DVDs. So I got That's Not My Book, and The Adventures of Millie Molly Mandy, which Natalie already has this. Natalie already has this copy, but I might sell it. I might keep it as a spare. I might give it to. I don't know whether Lexi or Freya would enjoy it because they're modern children. And I wonder if the Adventures of Millie Molly Mandy are just a bit too old and traditional for them. But yeah, I love Millie Molly Mandy, absolutely, and I'll reread that very soon as well. So there we go. That's what I bought today. Tiny car boot sale haul, but it was nice. It was a nice sunny day, and it was worth popping over there and taking the chance that there'd be something. And yeah, I think I'm going to go downstairs in a minute, load the dishwasher and everything, and kind of tidy up the kitchen so I'm not going down in the morning to a mess. And then I think I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. There is a daddy long legs in my paper lampshade, and it is being a total knobhead. Can you hear it hammering around in there? There's also a lot of dust inside my paper lampshade. Good morning on Thursday. It is 8:15. I have got my hair dye on. I've done a particularly beautiful job around the ears. Look at that. That looks like I've been savaged. Excellent. Well done, Carla. Hair dye on. Got to go and wash it off in a second. And it's Thursday, so it's Mum today. We are hoping that we're going to get another nice day. We've had a couple of really good days, so we're hoping it's going to be nice again today so that we can go and walk along Clifton Seafront with Molly and have lunch in the Salt House restaurant. I really do look like my ear has been savaged. That is just hair dye, I promise. So yeah, that's Thursday. Up, hair dyed, cover up that grey streak down the middle thing, and on with the day. Every time we come out now, she does this. She goes and sits there under that tree, and she does it every time, and I have no idea why. I don't know what she's looking at, I don't know what she's waiting for, but she just sits there under that tree until I call her, and if I call her she'll come and play for a bit and then she'll go back and sit there under that tree. It's very odd, really weird. Molly, come on, come and play. What are you waiting for under that tree, chickens? No idea. We're on Clifton Seafront. What, Mother? I'm driving, I don't know if I'm driving. Right, Mother? And Natalie, have a look there. There's a seagull. No, it's definitely a bird. Yes, we're going to have lunch there, which is the Salt House. Last time we tried to come in, they weren't serving, but hopefully they are today. And we're just going to have a walk along the prom first. And that's how it looks. Look, this is the swimming lake. There is actually some brave soul in there swimming up just by the buoy. I'll try and zoom in. There is a hardy soul having a swim. I bet it's chilly. It looks a bit chilly. And then somebody down here fishing. Yeah, we're going to have a walk along. It's a bit blowy, as you can probably hear. Well, there's somebody over there about to go in for a swim as well, though, too. Some people over there just getting ready. They're going to pop in for a swim. We'll have to do this one day now. Nanny, do you want to come here and go swimming one day? Molly wants to go swimming. You right, Moo? Molly, smile. Good girl. Nanny, do you want a hand up? Do you want a leg up so you can sit up there? Lovely, gorgeous blue sky today. It's a very nice day. Up there on that hill, one of those buildings is the nursing home that Danny Jenkins was in. I don't know which one. Mother is laughing and we have no idea why. She's laughing to the point of collapse and we don't know what the joke is because she started laughing before she finished saying it.
Oh dear. I know I said it, but it was as soon as I said it. What did you say? Where's the...
Molly's really worried about you. She thinks you're crying.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
She's like, don't cry, Nanny, it's okay.
I'm not crying, my babe. I'm not crying.
Look there, now you've gone just that shade of pink we wanted to do the bathroom in.
Natalie and I are also now laughing hysterically and we still have no idea why.
That's where it all goes a bit wrong.
Right, so
Say it again now.
she said she could wash up all the little pots, so she's been washing up all the little pots from the goo desserts, which are very nice. And then she said, the problem is I'll have loads of little pots, what can I do with them? And then she said, I can make jet fruit and jelly in them and sell them at the Bring and Buy. And I said, what Bring and Buy? And off she went again.
That's where it all goes a bit wrong.
Because apparently there is no Bring and Buy.
That's it. That's the one, yeah. That's it. You got.
Hello. It's something past something time. I think it might be almost 8ish. I'm not really sure. I've just been making a bolognese, which I have filmed for a separate video because a couple of people said they'd like to see that. I've just come out to the garden to take the weight off for a minute because both knees were screaming at me. And it's going to be bolognese for tea and then bed. And tomorrow has to be a work day because you may have noticed there hasn't really been one this week. So yeah, tomorrow has to be worky works. Good afternoon on Friday. It is 2:10. There's been absolutely nothing to show you all day because I've sat around all morning doing very little indeed. I made myself some breakfast, sat and had a chat with Lex and Sue and Kelly for a couple of hours, literally a couple of hours, and did nothing else. The camera is pointing at a large pile of car boot stuff which I'm trying to give away. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is to give things away on Facebook. I've been messed about by several people who are going to come and get it, and hopefully there is a lady coming any minute now to pick it up. So fingers crossed that's going, and then I'm going to make my speed soup, which I'm putting in a different video, and then I'm going to eat some lunch, and some point today I want to clear this table. This is our dining table, and it's covered in very many things. Oh, there's you. She's gone again.
Doing my bath dance.
Can you want to do your bath dance for the waffle? No, she was doing a bath dance. Natalie's about to have a bath and she's getting excited and I'm doing a bath dance. But yeah, so that's on my list of things to do today, is clear this damn table. It always looks like this. It's what the fly lady would have called a hotspot. Stuff just accumulates there. Hello. It's 2:30 on Saturday. I am officially the world's I'm officially, apparently can't speak. I'm officially the world's worst blogger today. I'm sitting in a petrol station in Hengrove. I've been to the car boot sale, the Saturday car boot sale, which I very rarely go to. I think this is only probably the second or third time I've been this year. Might even be the second. I very rarely bother coming over because although it's a nice afternoon one, it's all the way across town in town traffic, and it's one of those awkward ones where if it's a cold day then nobody turns up, but if it's a hot day then you're baked to death, as you can tell by the fact that I am burgundy in the face now. So yeah, I've been there anyway. That was a long winding intro to nothing. I've got trolley foot stuff in the boot. I think I'm going to do a standalone little car boot video for this one instead of putting it up live, because obviously I'll go to the car boot tomorrow morning and do my live with Lex. Picked up some nothing massively exciting. It's a very busy car boot customer wise, this one, and very little, no social distancing at all. Almost impossible to social distance. Even if you try and avoid people, they don't seem to avoid you. But I'm still pleased with what I've got. I only spent 20 quid, but I've got a trolley full of stuff. So yeah, good little haul. And I've just sat in the car at lunch, which I bought. At lunch, which I bought in the garage, and I'm gonna plod home again. Well, not plod because I'm driving. You know what I mean? I'm gonna head home again, unpack this stuff, maybe film that. See if Anthony's taken my bed apart. My new bed comes Wednesday. Mum treated me to a new bed. So the mattress arrived about 10 days ago. The bed comes Wednesday. So I've been sleeping kind of sky high on 2 mattresses piled on top of the old bed base, but I've sold the old bed base on Facebook and the guy's coming for it tomorrow, so Anthony hopefully will have dismantled it by the time I get home, and tonight I will sleep on 2 mattresses on the floor. So sleeping on the 2 mattresses would be fine. Getting up off the 2 mattresses in the morning may not be quite so good. But yeah, so I'll go home, see if he's managed to take that apart. He's going off to Wales. In fact, he should have left, I think, going off to Wales for the weekend, but he should be gone by the time I get home. And not that he lives there, as you know. And Natalie's at work until tomorrow, so yes, I'm going to go home, see the doggles, and unpack my stuff. Well, it is 7:30. I came home, did a live stream with Lex and Auntie Sue. That was nice. Tidied up slightly, took the dogs out, and I've just come in and did their tea and cooked myself some tea. So I've got chicken and potatoes and things. I'm going to eat this, and then I need to build myself something to sleep on tonight, because at the moment I'm bedless. It's 8:30 Sunday morning. I have done half the boot sale. I have bought some stuff that's very much out of my comfort zone. Stuff that I wouldn't normally buy. And I've had to make a trip back to the car. It's very rare for me to make a trip back to the car because I have this kind of mental block, and after I've unloaded I hardly ever buy anything. So I normally prefer to stag around struggling to hold on to what I've got than bring it back to the car and go again. It's like when I go back the second time I have this, yeah, like it stops me buying in some weird way. But I got to the point today where I was like, if I continue to stag around, my arm is going to come off of my body. So yeah, I've brought the stuff back to the car. I'm sitting for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to go and have another crack at the other half. But I bet I won't buy much now. We'll see. We'll see. I did actually spend a bit more money. I'm probably about another 20 quid lighter, so that's interesting. I really need a wee. I should have gone. There's perfectly good toilets in there. They're clean, they're fresh, they're well maintained. Didn't go. Going to wiggle all the way home now. No sense. But yeah, I've done a fair few quid this morning. Not sure how much money I brought out with me, but I've done a fair few quid in. But probably no car boot next weekend, so I thought I'd make the most of it. And now I need to go and buy milk on the way home and go home and do a live stream.
If people don't watch it, I completely understand if people don't want to watch that. Hello.
Say hello to the waffle. I'm recording this for the waffle now.
Hello, waffly waffle.
And look at all the lovely people in the chat. All the people in the chat, if you say hello to the waffle, you'll see yourself on the waffle on Tuesday or something.
Yay.
Yeah, I won't watch you doing jewellery because it's boring as fuck.
I know, right? But some people like it. I mean, like, I like it while I'm doing it, but I couldn't watch it back. I'll watch your vlogs though. Everybody's going, hello waffle, there you go, you'll all be in the waffle. That's quite alright. But yeah, like some people like just the jewellery things. So yeah. So I will do one of them, and obviously I will do vlogs. Lainey, she just can't hold back. It's 6:30. Well, 25 to 7. I've just made a 20-minute detour. Just made a 20-minute detour through the sodding city, having been to see my friend,
20-minute detour through the city to go specifically to the M&S food hall on White Ladies Road to get some Count on Us ready meals. And after my 20-minute detour, and after finding somewhere to park, and after waiting outside in a queue to get in, and after wearing a face mask and stumbling around the store, I discovered they don't sell the Count on Us ready meals in the food hall on White Ladies Road. So I'm mildly annoyed. I need to be at home by 7 o'clock. It's 25 to 7. I've got to walk the dogs. I'm supposed to walk the dogs before 7 o'clock. That's not going to happen. And this bit of hair doing its own thing. So, yay. I've got dynasty hair today. I look like bloody an ex's Carrington or something. Anyway, home. Okay, it's 20 past 7. I am home and out with the dogs, as you can see. I'm on my plumbing. Got changed. I was very uncomfortable in my clothes. I mean other clothes. Anyway, I got changed. I got changed into clothes that were suitable for coming out with the dogs. I was absolutely melting. I was sweating buckets, so I thought I'd sit until I cooled down. Now I'm freezing, so that was effective. The bed has gone. For anyone who was in my live stream this morning, the guy who was supposed to come and collect my bed did not turn up. He got let down over the van he was supposed to have, which was very frustrating for me because it was filling up my front room, but it's gone now. Somebody's had that, luckily, so that's good news. 3 more nights on the mattress. What's that? Yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night, and then the bed comes Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. The bed comes Wednesday. So it was all right. Sleeping on the mattress, it wasn't uncomfortable. Getting up, obviously for a wee in the night because I do that. I didn't get up until 6 a.m, which, you know, TMI, but luckily by the time I got up, I was getting up, if you see what I mean. And I've discovered as long as I kneel on the edge of the mattress to stand up rather than kneeling on the hard floor, I can manage it. So I wouldn't say my knees loved it, but it was doable because I was a bit worried that I might actually be stuck on the floor. Just have to lie there forever until the end of time. So yeah, I'm going to take the dogs home, give them their dinner, and I've got an M&S salad for my dinner because they didn't have Count on Us meals, as you've seen in my rant a moment ago. I've got an M&S prawn layered salad. And I've lost my thread. I think this is the end of the week's waffle. I think it's been a bit patchy. I think there's a few days when I didn't really record very much, but then nothing much happened as usual. But I've tried to record a few different things to pop in through the week, I think. I think there's some stuff in there anyway. So tomorrow will be video editing day, so that this can go up Tuesday. And I also edit my food diary because tomorrow is scales day. So I edit that on a Monday as well. And tomorrow also, I know I keep saying it, but tomorrow really needs to be a listing day. I did do 10 drafts quite late last night before I went to bed. I thought I'll knock out a quick 10 drafts. So I did that, but they haven't been photographed. So I've got about 20 things waiting to be photographed and about 1,000 things waiting to be listed. Some of the stuff I picked up today has turned out to be really, really good. I'm very pleased with today's pickup, so that's a bit of a win. And yeah, so tomorrow's going to be a video editing and then listing and parcels. And yeah, typical Monday, really. So, thank you for watching the waffle, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye for now.